got a question for you. Quick question. Why? Just why are these people so angry? Some folks are literally ticked off at Jill Scott's rendition of the national anthem. And this guy on the screen here, he aggressively told her not to F with their anthem. Why are they so angry? Anyway, I want you to look at the video responses of some of these people. You have black people, white people, male and female, who did not like her rendition. They didn't like the story. They didn't like her even bringing any of this up. Now, oh my goodness. First of all, I'm going to let you listen at the video, and then I'll come back with my commentary, because some of the responses I'm just not understanding. I don't get why so-called black folk are all in their feelings about this, right? When this woman ain't speaking nothing but the truth. Just because you're in La La Land doesn't make her rendition of the national anthem any less true. Take a listen, and I will be right back.
It's just the tip of the iceberg. It gets way worse after that. You see the irony in this? This is a woman that is moderately famous, worth over $12 million, and was invited to sing the national anthem because of her talent. And she hates America. My God, living in a perpetual state of victimhood has got to be exhausting.
Probably after watching that video, just like myself, you are outraged, you are angry, you are pissed off. How dare can somebody talk about our country this way? But then when I put my emotions on the side and I'm trying to understand this person, I realized how she's speaking from her heart and how bad she's hurting and how bad the black community is hurting. But the problem that I have with this is that we can't live in the past. And if we don't take the initiative to stand together now, and this is our time to unite and put all of our policies aside, Republican, Democrats, standing together as one, saying we are an American first, and we want what's better for us. Because I can tell you right now, actions speak louder than words, and the actions of this current administration doesn't look like they care about the whites, doesn't look like they care about the black community, doesn't look like they care about the Mexicans suffering at the border, doesn't look like they care about the homeless. That's an epidemic in this country. Doesn't look like they care about the drugs and our babies being attacked and our kids and guns and race. The only thing it looks like to me that they care about, which is not the best interest of the American people, is how can they gather and collect more power for their own agenda. And that's all I gotta say about that. I love all you guys, and I'm willing to stand together with you. Are you willing to stand together with me?
Jill Scott, the actress, singer, I just seen her sing a parody version, a very disgusting version of the national anthem. And let's just play that clip. I just do not understand why in the hell we are promoting not good values. Why do we have people like Jill Scott, who just sung a debaucher of the national anthem, the Obamas, and so many other people who are saying that America is such a bad place? But if America is such a bad place, then tell me this. Why did we elect Obama for 8 years to be president? Why do we have so many black successful actors? Why are we promoting horrible values towards future generations of Americans? We're the only nation that does this. And I'm genuinely asking a question. Why do we do it? It's not necessary.
I guess yesterday, or it might have been the day before, there's a famous, I never heard of her before, but famous singer by the name of Jill Scott, who decided to do her own rendition of our national anthem. Y'all haven't heard this, or you haven't seen this yet, I beg you, go look it up. Be somewhere where you can be pissed off. Because as an American, if this doesn't upset you, you are in the wrong country. You don't need to stick around here. Pack your shit up, sell your house, go to some other country. We don't need you here if this don't piss you off. Now, as somebody who has the pleasure and the honor every day of working with veterans, I get to take care of the men and women from Vietnam, Desert Storm, Kuwait, Afghanistan, every war that's been done for a long time. I get to interact and see these veterans and help and treat these veterans, try to take care of them, try to help them with the rest of their lives. I take care of veterans that are black, white, Mexican, Chinese, Middle Eastern, doesn't matter. We have veterans of every sex, every religion, every creed, every color. And I'll tell you right now, that bullshit that Jill Scott put up pisses every one of them off. That ain't what this is here for. You want to make a song about oppression and how tough it is in this country? Shit that you don't know a goddamn thing about? You make your own song. You don't with our anthem.
For everybody that saw or that listened to Jill Scott's rendition of the quote-unquote national anthem, where she got to the part where she said, "This is not the land of the free, but the home of the slave." First of all, lady, let me explain something to you. Do you understand how free you got to be able to say what you said? See, the greatness of America is in the ability to correct wrongdoings. See, this is the problem. If America wasn't free, why the hell are you still here? If America didn't have the capacity to change, why are you still within its borders? Why have you not gotten the hell on out of this country and gone somewhere and made yourself free? You know why? Because only in America can injustice turn into justice. Only in America can wrong be made right. Only in America can you stand up and straighten your back up, like Dr. King said, because only a man can only ride your back if it is bent. Only in America can you say that the greatness of this country is the right to protest for right? You know why? Because like Dr. King said, somewhere I read of the freedom of speech, somewhere I read of the freedom of press, somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly, somewhere I read that the greatness of America is in fact the right to protest for right. And so only in this country, yes, was it built with black hands? Absolutely. Yes, was America built off the blood, sweat, and tears of the slave? You are absolutely 100% right. But that is what makes America great. What makes this country the greatest social experiment in the world is that in spite of where we came from, guess what? We can still keep going somewhere new. Do I have a problem with that national anthem? No. I say sing them both. I say sing them both, because until we are 100% free, we still got a lot of work to do.
Okay, so a lot of people had a lot to say, right? And there are plenty more where that came from. It's hard not to offend people these days, but something like this, I'm just not understanding. I don't understand black people who are offended and frustrated with this. I don't understand white folk who are offended and frustrated with it. What did she say that was so offensive? This woman told the truth about how things are here in America. She told the truth about the black experience here in America. Now, the thing that bothers me, there were a few people who spoke on this, and I didn't share everyone's commentary on it, but some people are actually trying to imply, and even some of the black folk here, they're trying to imply that because she is rich, that she don't have a reference point for oppression, and so basically she shouldn't be speaking on it. So you only have to be oppressed to speak on oppression. That is the most ignorant thing I've heard in a long time. Now, there was one young lady who spoke on that. She was basically saying that Jill Scott is being very ignorant. And I said to myself, you are just one very clearly unlearned person to think that she's ignorant for talking on this because she's rich. Since when does being rich disqualify you from talking about the oppression of your people? You can be a billionaire and talk about the oppression of your people. That shows you just how badly American society has been dumbed down for them to think that she doesn't have a right because she got a few zeros behind her numbers in her bank account. Now, this guy on the screen, for him to say that she better not F with their anthem. write your own song about oppression, this, that, and the third. Again, these are people who are clearly not in touch or don't want to be in touch with the reality of the black experience here in this country. Now, I'll be the first to say that our experience in this country was prophesied. So I'm not complaining about what was prophesied. I'm just pointing out what was prophesied. Okay? I'm pointing it out. And the one woman or chick wanted to say that she's tired of people being in perpetual victimhood. It doesn't mean that you're hanging on to victimhood because you're talking about being victimized. It's some ignorance in this country that is unbelievable. But this is what is to be expected. This is how people deflect. When they don't want to face the reality of the wickedness that is perpetuated in this country, they deflect. And it's not just, in situations of races, it's other situations too, where I see a lot of deflection among people. They don't want to deal with what's real. They don't want to face reality. They don't want to own up to no one wants to be accountable for their wickedness. But guess what? Whether you want to be or not, you're going to be held accountable by the Most High. When you stand before him, many are going to come to him in that day and say, Lord, Lord, haven't I done this, that, and the third in your name, and in your name cast out devils? And he's going to confess. He's going to say, depart from me, I never knew you. Depart from me, you worker of iniquity. Again, this is unbelievable to me, the number of black people who have come out and said what they've said. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. It's very ignorant. It's very ignorant to ignore the persecution of your people because you think you've arrived. One chick actually said because she was down on her luck for so long and now she's making good money and she's living a good life and blah, 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 blah. So what are you talking about, Jill Scott? Black people have things and rights as well. And some of the black dudes in the video here implying the same thing, that she's out of touch with reality today. Do you really think that persecution is far, 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 far in the past? Are people that blind? Again, the Bible calls it willful ignorance. People are being willfully ignorant of reality. That's what's going on. They know what's going on, but they want to pretend. They want to live in the land of make-believe because they don't want to face the facts that there is some treacherous stuff happening in this country to so-called black people by the hands of everybody. Black, white, you name it. Yes. The persecution is high. It is what it is. The truth is what it is. Whether we like it or not, the truth will always be. And for those who call her version of the national anthem BS, like the guy on the screen, he's calling it BS. What's BS about it? She told the truth. And your national anthem is just that. It's yours. One point I want to say before I close out on this video. It amazes me how these people forget that they stole this country, that they shed the blood of millions and took this land by force. And they're so proud of America. Don't forget, America is not you. There were people here before you got here. And they just so happen to be black people, contrary to what you've been lied to and taught in school. They were black Africans that were here first before anybody else set foot on this soil. Now folk running around telling the lies like it's the truth. And when you want to point out the truth and the obvious, they want to call it bull. You know what? But that's all right. The truth is springing forth whether you like it or not. The truth will always be. Anyway, I'm done. Chop it up in the comment section about these ignorant videos that people are putting out over a woman who's just simply telling the truth about the treachery in this, excuse me, in this wicked place. In this wicked place. Yes, it is wicked. And that's why the judgment hammer of the Most High God, as you all call him, is coming down and is coming fast. I'm out. We hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share it like this video, and with that, we're out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.